Hi, I'm going to Cebu for 9 days and this is me trying to vlog that travel. I actually tried doing backpacking. I brought with me a backpack that is 60 liters and then another smaller one for my electronics, my laptop, because I'll be working as well. I'm from Bulacan. I left our house around 5:30 in the morning and so far I spent 50 pesos for the jeepney ride and 300 pesos for the motorcycle taxi. Come with me in my travel. I'm here now at Cebu International Airport. I slept during the flight. There's like an saying or an information number. I made sure to book my flight in January because I know that Cebu is going to hold the Sinulog festival. I was excited to experience it firsthand. After that, I walked to the bus stop, waited for a couple minutes, and paid 50 pesos for the ride. The bus dropped me off at SM City Cebu. I rode a habal-habal or motorcycle taxi going to my hostel and I haggled the price. It's supposed to be 80 and I've only paid 70 pesos. I just got into my room here in Murals Hostel and Cafe and this is how it looks like. Fortunately, I had the chance to get a bed that is on the lower part, not on the bunk bed, which is good. These are the lockers. They're quite big. I was able to put both of my bags in there. You just have to bring a padlock though, but if you don't have one, you can rent one from them. I booked this hostel at booking.com and I paid 1,971 for 3 nights. And these are the beds. They're pretty comfy. I left my stuff in Murals Hostel and Cafe. I'm planning to go to Anjo World. It's an amusement park here in Cebu. I already paid for the ticket via Cook. So even if it's raining, I still want to go there because I think it's non-refundable. And Cebu, the jeepneys, the routes that they take, it's not named after the actual route. They're like a combination of letters and numbers. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm here now at Anjo World. The ride going here from SM City took about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I paid a total of 50 pesos for 2 jeepney rides that I took going here. And it's sad because it closes at 8 p.m. and it's already 5:30 now. So I only have 2 hours and a half to enjoy. So far, I've been on 2 rides already. The Anjo's Eye, which is like the MOA Eye, it's a Ferris wheel, and the other thing that is for kids, but I tried it because it's not as scary as the others. I feel like it's not worth it though. There's not much to see, I guess, and I've just been taking photos. By the way, I paid 550 pesos. Even though I went on Friday, they considered it as a weekend. So if you're gonna buy that from Cook, expect even if you're gonna go on Friday, it's gonna be considered as a weekend. Going back, I rode the bus for 50 pesos and I got dropped off at SM City Cebu. I walked for a couple minutes towards Moalboal Church, rode an e-jeepney to 03A and got dropped off at Castle Peak Hotel. And walk for a couple more minutes towards my hostel. It's quite tiring, but it's cheaper. I only paid 11 pesos. I worked when I got back at the hostel. There's a co-working space there. There's free water. You can read books available there. It's cold and it's spacious. I'm in my bed and I'm about to do my makeup. I woke up early and showered. Because today I'm gonna have the Daytour here in Cebu City. The breakfast is on 7:30 and the meetup time in the Traveler's Lounge in SM Cebu is 8 to 9. So I have to eat fast because the mall is not that close here. It's gonna be a long tour. It's from 9 to 5 p.m. The daily grind is the cafe beside Murals. This is where I got the free breakfast that came with my accommodation. You can have either coffee or tea, but I don't drink both, so I just had water. The first stop of the Cebu City tour is the Heritage of Cebu Monument. It's an important historical landmark in the province, and walking distance from it is the 17th century Yap Santiago Ancestral House. We're now here at the Taoist Temple. This is the second stop. It's a Filipino-Chinese temple. There are things that are not allowed here. For one, you cannot pick up your mask. You cannot use the altars as background or take pictures of the saints. There's actually people who are really regulating that around here, and they're telling you, oh, put your cell phone inside your bag so you won't come off as suspicious. And there's actually a good view from here. It's situated in an elevated area. We're here now at Buacan ni Alejandra. This is a flower farm. If you're gonna pick a flower here, you're gonna get penalized for 500 pesos. Don't do that here. The ride going here has a lot of zigzag. It can be scary, especially if you're going here on a motorcycle. This place is actually really nice. I enjoy taking pictures. Yeah. The next stop is Cerro Garden. I didn't spend much time here, to be honest. And by the way, there are some destinations that we were not able to go to because some roads are closed for the preparations for the Grand Parade the next day. So I went out from Cerro Garden. There's tons of stores waiting there, and I bought myself a ginanggang. It's grilled skewered bananas, and it cost me 30 pesos for one stick. We're here now at Temple. This is our last stop for this day tour, and it's kind of crowded. It's not a big space actually, it's just this temple. There's a fountain and there's an overlooking view of the city. I'm not sure how much the entrance is because this is a tour again. I'm quite tired and I think my makeup has already faded off. I'm now walking to the area where I can grab a jeepney. This song in the background, you can hear it everywhere here in Cebu, especially in Sinulog. So I just had my breakfast. The breakfast from Murals has 3 slices of bread, and you can choose either coffee or tea. During my first time getting the breakfast, I just chose water because I know I'm not a coffee person nor a tea person. But on the second day, since I had coffee from the Banh kitchen, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll try the coffee. But this is your typical black coffee, and I can say if it's nice or bad because I don't drink black coffee. But I didn't like it, and I feel bad because I feel like I wasted it. I'm walking towards SRP. That's the venue for the Grand Parade of the Sinulog Festival. It's supposed to start at 9, but it's already 9:30 or 9:23. I guess I'm late because I had to buy this shirt. I thought I wanted to have something that I can actually use, and I'm not the type to buy keychains and all that, so I just bought this instead. It took me some time to think because this cost 500. But yeah. Got dropped off here near my hostel. I attended the Sinulog Grand Parade. It was delayed multiple times. It wasn't communicated though, like it wasn't announced or anything, but it was supposed to start at 9, but it actually started around 2 p.m. So I stayed in SM Seaside. I actually bought this shirt, which I think already mentioned earlier. The ride going here rather, was long. It was super traffic. Bad traffic. Yeah, so I'm just walking now, and I hope the laundry shops here are still open so I can bring my clothes. On my second day here, I already went to Poland Street. to visit the Heritage Monument as well as the San Diego. But our guide didn't tell us that there are other places to go here. I'm planning to go to a couple museums. I'm here now in front of the Jesuit House Museum. Apparently it's closed. Look. The map says it's supposed to be open at 8, so I'm assuming that it's really not gonna open because it's already past 8 a.m. I'm gonna look for another museum to go to. I took some Spanish lessons, though Casa means house, so that's Gorordo house, but that's really basic. Oh, anyways, I paid 100 pesos for the entrance fee. They let you have this tablet that will guide you in discovering the museum, and videos are not allowed inside, so I'll just insert the pictures here. I'm on my way to Raha Monument. Not sure about the name, but it's a monument. Let me show you. There you go. This is what's... I also saw a thrifting shop while I was walking towards here. It was nice. I've been using Pilani a lot since I've learned it from one of the books available in the hostel. Because in the hostel there's a co-working space and there's like books that you can read. There's a book for the Sinulog 2020, so I read that yesterday night. Helpful, so you can say Pilani for how much, and then buy is like what you can call anyone. For example, if you got someone's name and you just call someone by to call their attention. I have a couple others. I am now heading towards the Archdiocesan Museum of Cebu. This is it. I feel embarrassed because there was a room there that I was trying to take a video of, and then I realized video taking and photography are not allowed. So I'm just going here. It's like the garden. Oh, there's also a restroom right here. I love AMC, Archdiocesan. I'm not sure if I'm reading it right. Archdiocesan Museum of Cebu. It feels like it's homey to have like a garden with grass like this, but it can be a bit messy if it rains, which I think happens a lot here in Cebu. Look at that. I paid 50 pesos for the entrance fee here. They don't accept GCash. In Casa Gorordo Museum, they accept GCash. I think that was convenient. Just going to, I think the guard's on the 3rd floor, but if I'm counting it right, this is supposed to be the 2nd floor, right? Anyways, I'm not seeing any signs that says photography is not allowed. Okay. Cuna del Cristianismo, ecclesiastical treasures of the Archdiocese of Cebu. Okay. Let's see if picture taking is not allowed. It's not being said here. It says here, this is the basement worn by His Eminence Ricardo J. Cardinal Vidal, Archbishop of Cebu. Humble beginnings. Ricardo Vidal is born to Fructuoso Vidal. Oh, these are medals. These are the same windows that I see in traditional Filipino houses that date back centuries ago. This is also like the same windows I saw in Casa Museum. Just finished visiting the Archdiocesan Museum. I'm now about to ride a jeepney going back to SM City. I still want to grab my lunch before I pick up my laundry. I have to pick it up at 11. It's already around 10:15 now, and I have to check out from my hostel at 12. At this point, I'm ready at the bus terminal. I paid 171 pesos for the regular bus going to Moalboal. And pro tip, go here early because lines can get really long. I just got here in Big Dive Hostel. I got the bunk bed. The locker is in a different area just outside. I'll show you. This is the locker area. This is beside the room. By the way, I got a next 6-bed dormitory, and I'm not sure if the other guests already checked in because all the beds are made. As you can see, I'll be having this bunk bed. It's a pretty small room, but looks so cozy. And that is the kitchen. Clean. And the shower area is in here. It's so nice. So I made a mistake. I locked the door. I was using this to open the door because I thought that this is for the locker, and this is for the door. But it turns out this is the key for this one. Maybe I wasn't listening when the front staff was explaining it, but it really looks cool. You see that? That's deep. Actually, my bag was smaller. I think it would fit there, or maybe it would. I'll try later. But it's really cool. Of this light, I have 2 sockets for my electronics. Bed. There's hangers. I was told that I can borrow some towels if I'm gonna do outdoor activities, which is good. It's gonna be for free. There's also a free shuttle. This is how the hostel looks like at night. It has a 2nd floor and a 3rd floor. What I'm showing now is the 2nd floor. They serve breakfast here at 7:30 in the morning. And for the shuttle that I mentioned, they can take you to the bus stop or the Gaisano Beach and then back to the hostel, but you have to schedule it with them. And I booked this hostel through Agoda. I paid 851 for my first 2 nights. But if you're going to book directly with them, it's just 420 pesos for the room that I got per night. The public kitchen has a refrigerator and some cooking utensils and equipment, so you can cook your food. And it's supposed to be lights up at 11 p.m, but they still had the lights on for me since I'm working. I met a few friends here. They checked in really late, so I only met them earlier this morning, and they're from Manila, and we're planning to go on a Moalboal tour. We're able to save a couple money because we're already here in Moalboal compared to when we are gonna be coming from Cebu City. So from 1,600 it's just 900 now. It consists of going to Pescador Island and turtle watching and sardine run. Oh, we haven't had breakfast yet, and actually I already had a few hours of sleep because I worked so early this morning. Aside from that, my Kawasan Canyoneering tour was cancelled. I was notified by the operator yesterday night, so that's the reason why I'm not doing it today, and it was due to bad weather condition. I asked the operator if they can let me know if canyoneering will be allowed on tomorrow, and they said yes. So they will process the refund once it's confirmed that we're gonna do canyoneering tomorrow, but I was looking forward to it. We're here now, the waiting area. I didn't feel myself talking during the whole island hopping tour because I thought my phone wouldn't pick up the audio. I had it inside an underwater phone bag during the whole tour, so that's a shame. But these are the clips where our boatmen are trying to let me have a video or photo underwater, but it failed, and I was told that I look like a sea turtle. which I kind of agree with. Now, here's the thing. You can actually do the turtle watching and the sardine run activity by yourself. You just need to be confident with your swimming skills. Bring with you a snorkeling set and head towards the shore of Gaisano Beach. If you can find it, just ask the locals and they will surely tell you. It means that you don't need to hire a guide nor avail an island hopping tour, which I did. So this video that you're looking at, this was taken by one of our boatmen. He had my phone underwater for 5 minutes, and even though my phone was just in an underwater bag, it survived and it's still working now. I had fun watching the sardines, but after it I didn't do the turtle watching activity anymore because I was already tired. So I just stayed on the boat, but I hope that you'd have fun watching the sardines like I did. The friends that I made in the hostel and the ones that they came here with are still taking pictures. You can see them, but they're at the back and they're taking pictures. And you might not be able to hear me good because it's so windy right now. But I had fun. It was like a half day tour. It lasted for over 3 to 4 hours, and I'm really hungry now, and I'm really excited to go back to the hostel and take a shower. And I have a lot of things that I'm carrying right now. I've never vlogged while I'm eating, but I really want to show this spaghetti from McDonald's because this is the first time that I'm able to eat a serving as big as this from McDonald's. Look, see that? I'm surprised. I do have a dilemma. I already have a room booked in Oslo. The plan is to transfer from this hostel to another hostel here in Moalboal because that hostel I accidentally booked it, so I already paid for it, and the date that I booked it was the next day during the day that I accidentally booked it, so I cannot refund it anymore. Thankfully, the owner of that hostel, Daily Sweet Home, they said yes when I asked if I can have it rescheduled. So I had it rescheduled on the day that I will be in Moalboal. So it's either on my first day or on my last day in Moalboal, so I just chose the last day. I am really happy I did that because I get to experience Big Dive Hostel first, and I'm really liking it. Even though it's far from the establishments, they offer free shuttle, but at the same time it has like a limit when it comes to like the time that you can go there and back. But I like the facilities. I feel comfortable in here. I feel home, and the staff are really nice. It's really worth the money. Going back to the dilemma, my dilemma is if I would just stay here in Big Dive for the rest of my stay in Cebu, which is until the Saturday. I already checked. There's still a bed available for the 18 to 21, but I will have to pay half of the rate for the room. That's Agoda's cancellation policy for my booking, and I'm not sure why I'm explaining this in detail. I guess I just want to look back to this travel and remind myself to first not overthink, and second to consider the kind of traveler that I am, which is that I work while I travel and I want to do more backpacking. So transferring from one accommodation to another is really going to be an inconvenience for me. In Oslo, so that's around 700, and then I will not be able to take advantage of the room that I already paid for in the other hostel here in Moalboal. I'm losing some money, but at the same time it's cheap to book here in Big Dive Hostel. I have a lot of things, and like packing, unpacking, and just staying for the hostel for one day and then have to pack again and then move to Oslo. There's quite a lot of travel. I'm thinking if I would be staying here in Big Dive Hostel until 21st, I'll just maybe ride a bus going to Oslo, and then I'll rent a motorbike and then do a day tour by myself. But I still want to go to Oslo. It's just that I'm not sure if I should stay in Oslo to do activities in Oslo, if that makes sense. The next day, I did the canyoneering tour, but at this point, I still haven't realized that my phone can pick up the audio even if it's inside the phone bag, so I didn't film myself talking all throughout the tour. I availed the one that I got from a local. It's 1,500 pesos, so that means I did not push through with Cloak. And you have to walk for 30 or more minutes to go to the start of the tour, but you have the option to do the zip line, which will cost you 600 pesos. Ramsey, the guy walking in front of me, I met him at the hostel and we decided to just walk going to the start of the tour. This is the start of the tour, and my tip for you is to wear hiking sandals when you're going to do this, because the ones they're going to let you borrow are not that good. Then, a sign that you're already halfway of the tour is when you see a barbecue place which sells barbecues and hot dogs for 50 pesos. You have a free lunch after the tour though. That's Ari, that's Ellie, there's Muriel and Anna. They're also part of our group and they became my friends. They're really nice people. My jumps during the tour, and I think I did 3 or 4, but they're really nice. This is our guide taking pictures, videos of us. That's another waterfall there. By the way, the end of this tour is a Kawasan Falls. Then we get to take more pictures and our guide acting like a human drone, and this is us. After that, we had this amazing donuts in empanada. It cost 20 pesos, but since it's already 4 or 5 p.m. during that time, and I think the seller will not be able to sell the rest of them, he gave it to us for 50 pesos.
Good morning. This is my 7th day. I'm still in Moalboal. Yesterday I did canyoneering. That was so tiring but so fun at the same time. I really love that I met those people that I met yesterday. It was really nice. I feel like so far this is the best tour I've had here in Cebu. But it was just so tiring. So after that I just switched hostels because Big Dive doesn't have an available bed for January 18. I'm here now in Daily Sweet Hostel. Then after that I just went outside. I initially wanted to look for a cafe to work at, but my laptop was heavy, so I decided I'll just put it back to my bag, and then I went out and looked for food. While looking for food, I saw this place that offers massage. I just spontaneously had a back massage for 30 minutes. Then I bought some barbecue along the side of the street, and just bought rice and pancit at the food place near my hostel. I can just eat the barbecue with the rice, you know. My plan today is to rent a motorcycle. I passed around yesterday night and the lowest I got was 350. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today, but I need to go back to the municipal hall because I'm gonna ask if they have my snorkeling mask. I left it at the boat on Tuesday when I had the island hopping tour, so I'm not that super worried, but it still cost me money to buy that, and I have just used it 2 times. But yeah, let's see what I'm gonna do today.
I just had a haircut at a local barber shop. I only paid 50 pesos for it. And before that, I rented a motorcycle, which I used to get in my snorkeling mask. I also talked to someone. He's a tour guide. He'll be the one driving me to the places that I want to go to in Oslo. We agreed for 1,800 because he says that it will last for a whole day. And I do believe him because it's quite a long ride from here. So I gave him 500 as a down payment, and he let me take a picture of his driver's license. He also knows Kuya Elmer, which is the guy that I kind of befriended with here, because he's very nice and he helped me get my snorkeling mask. What I did to get it was I went to the municipal hall, and he was the one who contacted the boatman that guided us during the Moalboal Island tour. After I got my haircut, I decided to go to some of the places here in Moalboal that I can go to by motorcycle. First up would be the Moalboal Seaside Park. It's quite nice. There's a lot of like students here, like teenagers, maybe practicing some school stuff. Stuff is Moalboal Orchid Gallery. It's pretty close to the highway, so it's not that hard to look for it. But you might notice that when you get to the front gate, you would think that it's closed, but it is not. The thing was, people used to pay for entrance fees here because they used to have swimming pools, but as I asked the caretaker, he told me that they removed the swimming pools during the pandemic, so there's no entrance fee now because of that. You're now in Archery Asia. I'm gonna try to do archery. You just have to follow Google Maps to get here. It's a short drive actually. Archery Asia also offers accommodation and food, and it's a great location if you want to be closer to White Beach. The staff here are also really accommodating. The price of the activity is based on the number of arrows you're going to get, and I got 10. It cost me 150.
Yung archery natin, ma'am, is ano lang po siya, traditional or instinctive archery. So, wala po siyang tools for aiming. No stabilizer, no technical equipment. Unlike kasi sa ibang bow, may ina-attach po siya for to aim. So, yung ating ginagamit is long bow. So, yung gagamitin natin is instinct lang po siya. Okay? So, yung position natin po, ganito lang po, side view. Yung paghawak natin sa bow, straight arm lang po siya. Pero huwag hawakan na matouch po siya dito. So, ganito lang po siya.
Okay.
Tapos, yung paglagay sa arrow, ay ganyan lang po ang bow. Tapos, kailangan siya nga, sorry. Hindi si Balog SB. Yan na lang. Diba sa? Tapos, ganyan natin yung bow. Tapos, kailangan po siya nakalak. So, ito, tinatawag namin na knock. Ito, knock point. So, dito ilalagay sa baba. Tapos, tatlong daliri. Isa sa taas, dalawa sa baba. Tapos, huwag hawakan na ganyan kasi minsan yung pumunta sa kabila. So, little bit space po.
Hindi mo hawakan mismo araw yung ito lang, yung string.
Tapos, yung pag-in natin, hilain hanggang dito sa may cheek. Tapos, yung elbow, kailangan naka-level sa arrow. Tapos, seconds, release lang po siya. So, ito lang po yung gagamitin natin. Hindi, pag-release mo, huwag mo ganyan to. Pag-release mo, ganyan lang po siya.
Hindi ko gagalawin.
Yes,
Ganyan lang.
ayan lang.
Hindi
Tapos,
siya
steady lang po saan yung aiming, yung aim mo. Aim. Tapos, seconds lang po. Release lang po.
Ay, ang galing mo tayo.
May tinamaan si ma'am.
Now here in White Beach, lakes also called Pasalubong, are paid 25 pesos for the environmental fee. That's per person, and since I'm the only one traveling, that's 25. And 10 pesos for the entrance fee in this beach. The weather is quite unpredictable. Sometimes it will rain a bit and then it will get sunny. Osmena Peak. This tour was supposed to start at 3:30 a.m. but I came out of my hostel a bit late. I think we're on the road a couple minutes before 4. What I did was, as I said, I hired a tour guide. He will be the one to drive me around. But I was the one who rented the scooter for 400 pesos. And I will also be the one responsible for the gas. It's still foggy here. And my guide told me we should wait a couple minutes or for some time before I get up to Osmena Peak so that I can see the chocolate hills or whatever I'm supposed to see there. But yeah, I didn't shower when I get here. Look. On the way going here, it was really muddy. The road is obviously not easy to pass through, so I was quite surprised when we saw the community before going here, because there's actually there's a market, 2 gasoline stations, cars, food places, bakery. Even Julie's Bakery was also there, so I was really surprised. I think we won't be able to go to Osmena Peak. It's still foggy, as you can see. So I was told that for you to know if the view from the top will be clear, you should check first from here. If it's still foggy, then it is still going to be foggy up there. So we're just waiting until 7 a.m. and if the fog still hasn't cleared yet, we're just not gonna push through with it because we have other places to go to. But the views here is still nice. It's cold and there's a lot of flowers, and you can see fog. It's like you're in Baguio. We're now here at Tingko Beach. You have to pay 100 pesos for the entrance, and you have to pay separately for the table if you want to avail one. But I'm not planning to swim here. I'm also not feeling like changing clothes and having to travel with wet clothes on. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here for a couple minutes and enjoy the view. It's also not crowded here. I'm not sure which is better, this one or White Beach. Entrance fee is also more expensive, and it's farther from Panagsama, or the place where a lot of people go. We're heading towards Eli Rock. I don't know how many steps this is, but you have to climb the stairs. I think I'm here now at the top of Eli Rock, and I'm about to see the view. Wow. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna head towards that area because it seems like a lot of people are in there. Maybe there's some snacks there. I haven't had a proper breakfast, so I'm looking forward to eat something. I think that we're gonna be able to finish this whole tour thing that I organized earlier than the time I expected it to end, because we're kind of moving from one place to another at a faster rate because I wasn't doing much, just taking pictures and taking in the view for a while and then moving on to the next stop. I think we're now at the second to the last stop that in the itinerary that I created, but we'll see. Turns out there's a small crowd of people in here because it's the port from Bohol. So I was curious. I asked the person who was in there, I asked how much it would cost from here in Oslo and going there. The guy said 1,000 pesos and it will take an hour and 45 minutes. My guide told me that this is a very old church, and it kind of surprised me a bit because it's nice still, so maybe they're kind of trying to rehabilitate it. the Cuartel Ruins. Hard to take a picture here if you're traveling solo and you don't have a tripod monopod that can take a picture of you in portrait mode, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not that hard, but I have certain angles or areas here that I want to have a picture with, and I cannot do that. Monkey viewing, and I paid 50 for the entrance fee, and I was briefed about what to do and what not to do.
Wag! Bili na! Balik, wag!
May pangalan siya?
Balik! Oh, mayroon. Balik! Go!
Morning, mga buntag. Here at Monkey Viewing Point, some of the things that I learned include: do not make eye contact with the monkeys, do not touch them, be careful of stepping on their tails because they might get violent, and be careful when it comes to the youngs of the mommy monkeys because they tend to be productive. And you can feed them, but you have to listen to your guide because they will tell you which monkeys is it okay to give the food to. Again, this is about them having the possibility of being violent, but monkeys, I realize, are really smart animals, and interacting with them was one of the best things I did here in Cebu. Here at Tumalog Falls, so you have to ride a habo-habo. Not that you have, but it's more convenient to do so. It's 50 pesos back and forth and 50 pesos for the entrance fee. Now, I didn't get the drive back where I put my extra clothes. I'm gonna be riding a ordinary bus going to Carcar. My plan is to check out early so I could have time to buy Pasalubong in Carcar. If my estimation is correct, I'd still have an hour like downtime in the airport, you know, just to play safe. I hope that turns out well. I just returned the scooter that I rented to Panagsama and rode a motorcycle or habo-habo going to Deep Dive. I told him I'd pay a total of 100 instead of 50 if he's going to drive me to the bus stop and wait for me for around 5 minutes for me to pick up my stuff at Big Dive. So that's it. I hope I was able to say bye to the friends I made there, Vanessa, Evans, and Ramsey. Ramsey texted me though, but I would wanted to like take a picture with them. I have a picture with Ramsey during the Canyoneering, but I would like to have a picture with Vanessa and Evan as well. It's actually sad because I kind of wanted to do some tours with them.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna